it's Friday morning. It's about time to open up our Friday morning tasting room on WPOR 101.9. Justin from Mainiacal Brewing Company is in. We'll pop the tops on those babies after Low Cash. I know somebody.
Girl, I never seen you in this town. If you need somebody to show you around.
This morning, our Celebrate Maine feature really spotlighting local businesses that do great things. Friday tasting room, we have got Justin in from Mainiacal Brewing Company from Bangor. Thanks for making the drive.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks for bringing beer.
Yeah, that's really what we mean to say.
We always have
the
to bring
presses.
Yes. Although beer doesn't come from a press.
Whatever.
But like a newspaper press.
Yes. So you guys aren't quite open yet, but you're brewing.
Yeah, we are. We have brewed some pilot batches over the last few years. We aren't open yet. We can't brew publicly or for the state or anything until, of course, we have licensing, but we are currently still doing tons of test batches. But most of the test batches are nailed in, so it'll be some of the beers you'll see in the brewery anyways.
Yeah, I've seen lots of examples on your Facebook page about, some of the things that, you'll be brewing, and you brought great samples this morning. What's the first one? You said it was prickly pear.
So yeah, it's called Don't Tickle My Prickle.
Oh my God, that is the best beer name we've ever had. Don't tickle my prickle.
So yeah, it's a golden sour aged on prickly pears for about 2 months.
Oh my God.
So, can I just say, it's so hard to find a good sour beer, and I want more of this. I want more of your ideas in the world.
I like it as well.
Sarah,
It's an interesting beer.
Whole separate commentary going over there. I wouldn't have picked pear out of this if, I had to pick out, someone. If you said, tell me what flavors in there, I wouldn't have picked that. I wouldn't have said pear.
Grapefruit.
Prickly pear is a very odd flavor. It doesn't taste the same after it's fermented at all.
It's great.
Kind of tastes like I taste a little bit of grapefruit for some reason. Maybe another fruity.
I get watermelon and berries.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see the watermelon.
Combo.
Yeah.
Well, whatever it is good. You can call it whatever you want.
Yeah,
but
name is irrelevant.
What you have called it
It's brilliant.
That'll sell beer.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
What a T-shirt. What are you talking about?
Well, there's something you need to plan ahead, because you need that one on a T-shirt.
I'm sure people would love it.
So what did you do before you got into brewing beer?
I basically did IT. So
You were sitting there one day in front of your computer, and you're like, I don't like doing this anymore.
kind of, yeah. It more or less was I started getting into just fermentation in general, and then I started off with mead, and then that spiraled into microbiology, and then sour beer, and just been going ever since.
Microbiology. This is a guy who knows
it's
what
science,
he's doing.
Sarah.
Raise your hand if you feel stupid.
Totally, man.
That's just you.
Yeah, it's just me. It's just me. Justin from Bangor this morning for the Mainiacal Brewing Company. We'll ask about the name in a minute, but let's try something else. What else have you got?
Sure. Chug this down real quick.
Yeah, that's what we all just did.
Boy.
Justin is using off my keychain the cool POR bottle opener. Shows you how handy they are.
Which, by the way, can we just mention these cool red Solo cups that we have to give away that are awesome that just came in?
And the new POR Trace Atkins.
Oh my God!
Reusable Solo cups.
How perfect!
Those are great. We'll have these with us all summer everywhere we go. And, hit us up for stuff at the Old Port Festival coming up this year too. When you see Midland, who'll be performing their hit song "Drinking Problem."
See,
coincidence?
No,
not at all.
We totally planned that.
Justin, what is this? This was darker.
Yeah, so this was it's deceptively dark. It does not taste as dark as it looks. This is actually called the color plum. It is a dark Berliner of sorts, more Americanized, and it's aged on plums for about 2 months.
I'm loving the names. The color plum instead of the color purple. It's the color plum.
Wait till we get to cloudy with the chance of no filter.
Oh yeah, I don't have one of those with me.
I saw that on your website.
I do have a very cloudy beer with me. Yeah. Okay. I do have a sticker with me for cloudy.
This is the only plum beer I can think of ever hearing about before. Is that a?
There are others. They're not as common, but a lot of sour beer brewers use them just because they're kind of tart already. But I'm sure a few people in Maine have used them.
Is this a high ABV?
This is about 6.2%. Right.
So not too shabby.
Not too shabby. Yeah.
So wait a minute, you're not as psyched about this one, Adam, as you were the prickly thing?
He was going with an internet thing of
Yeah,
a guy.
remember?
Not too shabby. Yes. Not too shabby. Right, okay.
Justin, you're a couple months from opening.
Yep.
Right? But when people go up for shows and everything at the Darlings Waterfront Pavilion this summer, tell them where to find you. Let's say in relation to that.
So we're actually near the Bangor Library. If you're on Harlow Street, all you have to do is keep going down it. a little out of downtown, and you'll see Northern Kingdom Music. We are the warehouse behind them.
Nice.
So it's pretty close to the waterfront. We're like a 10-minute walk.
Oh, perfect.
Nice.
That'll be great.
Yeah, that'll be
See you a few
huge.
times this summer for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll sample a couple more of these coming up. Justin from Mainiacal Brewing. Wait, where did Mainiacal come from?
I don't really remember, honestly. I think I was a little tipsy, and I was thinking of names that like kind of played on Maine because we're really about like capturing local yeast and bacteria, so we're trying to be very local. So we were kind of maniacal in our thinking of brewing, so I just smashed them together in Mainiacal Brewing.
Genius. That's how real
Gonna watch
genius
the Tommy
works.
Boy?
Yeah.
Right there.
Maniac, he's dancing?
Yeah, there you go.
That sounds like Maine.
There might have been some dancing going along with it too. All right, more tasting coming up this morning at POR. Roosevelt.
No kidding.
Yeah,
The whole entire nation.
pretty
Wow.
great. Pretty great. 8:20 now with the morning crew. Our Celebrate Maine feature this morning. Justin is in for our Friday morning tasting room from Mainiacal Brewing Company in Bangor. You're all about Maine. You're all about locally sourcing, getting local hops and all that. Who even knew that in Maine there was a big like hop growers?
I didn't even know.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them. Rustic hops. They're a big one. We're mainly using them. I know there's a few others, but we've really been using a rustic hops.
Really?
Yeah, I think there's at least two.
And yeast too?
No, at least two, and then so yeast as well. We have a lab in our brewery, so we isolate bacteria and yeast directly just from the air
Can
or
I just-
whatever.
Can I just come there and I just want to be a scientist.
Wait, you isolate? What?
No, hold on. More pressing question. Is it a laboratory or a laboratory?
Yeah.
At laboratory.
Thank you!
Right, but he did
From
that.
a scientist! Both of you, shut your
Wait a
faces.
second.
Scientist.
If you were to ask someone from England, that's what they would say.
Seriously, I consider my face shut.
No,
because
seriously, because how did Justin say
Because-
it? Evil scientist voice.
he said
But that's how
laboratory.
he would say
but
it normally.
He studied the whole thing, and Adam said, "You ask a
Biochemistry,
real
John."
scientist, and he'll say laboratory." So
Why is Adam yelling at all of us?
I know.
Show me your master's in biochemistry, and then you can refute.
Justin, this cherry one that we just tasted off the air.
Yeah, so that was Wild Pitch Beast. It's
Don't you love the name?
it's a barrel aged and fermented Berliner. It's fermented with actually a yeast strain that also can ferment and sour at the same time. So these have no bacteria in them at all, but they get sour.
Wow.
It's actually from the Wild Pitch Yeast, which is the company I have on my shirt here. They are the only people that kind of have these crazy strains. So we've been playing with them. I think we're the only people that currently have them. So
Now, one thing about the bacteria and the yeast or whatever, they're actual living organisms. Am I right?
They're single-celled organisms. So, yeast and bacteria, they're just really, really small. For instance, when you drink a beer like from Allagash, they probably had a few trillion of those little cells in there fermenting.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
So
And-
they eat sugar and they poop alcohol.
yeah,
They eat
basically,
sugar,
and CO2.
Okay, and then so when they get into your intestines, then they clean out stuff, right? So it's good to drink beer, is what I'm getting
That's
at.
all I've ever said.
It's the same cultures that you get in probiotic yogurts.
And yogurt, that's what I was
I'll be
getting at.
honest. There have been many times where if I have a little upset stomach, instead of some Pepto, a beer really fixes it.
Good for
Yep,
you.
drink a beer.
I don't know why, but maybe that's it. Maybe I'm imagining it. Maybe it's 6. I don't know.
Hey, placebo effects rule.
Exactly.
What else have you got? Got a couple more to sample this morning
So,
before we're all done.
We got Hurricane Barrette, which is a saison.
I'm so glad you brought this.
Yeah, so this is a saison fermented with 58 different strains of Brettanomyces. So if you know Allagash's Brett, we actually have collected strains from across the United States in the labs and Canada. Also, one is from us that we isolated in Maine, but all 58 strains were fermented with this beer, and then we age it on lemon, lime, and tangerine peels.
Whoa. I'm telling you, this brewery right here, this Mainiacal brewery, this one's the one to watch.
This one knows.
I'm telling you.
And he said,
It's the first guy that ever came in that said laboratory and
Because
taught me
he's
about collecting stuff from the air.
yeah, he has petri dishes, so he knows.
That's right. That's right. I think this is going to be a winner.
argue with you about how you say Petri.
It's Petri.
I know, but I just want to.
Oh,
See,
all.
that's how I know you're wrong about laboratory.
Justin is so great at pouring, I didn't even realize that he had poured already.
yeah. See,
So
he's
this
fast.
one, this is Hurricane Brett.
Yep, so this is the saison.
Whoa.
It's very interesting.
Oh my God!
Whoa.
What is that?
What happened to my face? Seriously.
All right.
Sarah, you got to taste this because
Okay.
I want your reaction because this is like
Not like a beer.
it's like you just munched on a field of wildflowers
It's
Oh,
delicious.
wow.
with beer.
Wow. It's very good. It's all kinds of flavors popping there in my mouth. My goodness. What is in there? Okay, so break it down. Break it down.
So it's a saison as its core, but it has really the flavors are coming from the Brettanomyces strains in there. Being 58 of them, there's 58 strains contributing to the flavors. So really, it's just going to change every time we do it.
Oh, that was my next question.
Yeah,
will it be different with each?
There's no controlling. I mean, it's Mother Nature. It will do its own thing. So they'll be different every time, but we'll of course blend to try to make them taste like they were.
That happens with my cooking. Like there are some ingredients. Seriously, like there's some
a
ingredients.
dash of this, a pinch of that.
You never
What's
get
a
the
sprinkle?
same.
I don't know.
Exactly, it's a zhuka, is what I call it.
A little sugar of this.
Yeah, a little zhuka of this, a little zhuka of that. You know,
I am to you too.
look, I don't know what that means.
Justin from the Mainiacal Brewing Company in Bangor this morning. Not quite open yet, but in for our Celebrate Maine Friday tasting room with one more sample this morning. And a couple months, you guys will be open. People find you. You'll be like celebrating like gangbusters.
Yeah, for sure. Once we open up, we're going to be coming out hot of the gates.
And speaking of hot, you'll have food.
Yes,
right?
so we're going to have.
You were telling us off the air about the food.
Yeah, so we'll actually be partnering with the guy Chris, who ran 4 Points Barbecue in Winterport, and he will be doing all the smoking and cooking right on site. So,
Wow.
So it's going to smell super amazing there.
Yep.
Because there's the food, and personally, I like that smell of a brewery, that like overwhelming hop smell when you walk in.
Yep.
Love it.
Yeah, that paired with just a smoke pouring out.
Right.
Perfect.
Okay, one more great, unique something. Like
I'm looking forward to the name of the next one. Because so far I'm very impressed with the names.
They've got a beer called the Hallowed Harrower.
A hallowed
I don't know if
harrower.
that's what you're pouring. It's not,
No,
is it? No.
this is,
I was reading about this on the Facebook page where it uses fresh roasted pumpkins.
Oh, that
and-
must be a
and
fall.
it's a sour
Say more
beer,
of
so it's the Hallowed Harrower,
Okay, all
which I
right.
can't even say. Yeah.
This smells hoppy and amazing.
So this is very hoppy. This is Tap the Sap. This is a New England IPA.
Okay.
Tap the Sap was because we use a lot of hops that end up piney.
God.
It's very resiny,
you.
very hoppy.
Adam
Wow,
wants
it's
to go back
This
to
is
your brewery with you.
Dude, this is so good.
You love
Lots
it?
of lupul in.
I love hoppies. Like,
That is
I mean,
yeah, me too.
the more it
hoppiest
is,
beer I have ever tasted,
ever,
I think.
literally ever. Like my tongue is actually tingling.
Holy mackerel.
It's that resininess you get off the
Dude,
hops.
it's so good. This
So
is the,
hoppy.
like if you open the bottle, I'm when someone walks in,
It's
later,
a wonder
that's all
it just
they're gonna
doesn't
smell.
start jumping around because it's so
So
hoppy.
hoppy. Yeah, I get it. That's-
Yeah, call this one.
Hey, wait. I got a question. Does it go with chocolate cake?
That's Sarah's.
No.
That's how Sarah judges whether she likes
Good
anything at all. Really, not just beer. Does it go with chocolate? This one would
Yeah.
not. This would not go good with chocolate cake.
Not
Really?
even a bit, because this is better than chocolate cake.
This will go good with the barbecue sandwich.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
Yeah.
Another one of these beers.
Justin, thanks very much. Mainiacal Brewing in Bangor. You'll be able to find them coming up this summer. You can find them on our Facebook page and stuff.
Thanks, Justin.
Yeah,
Thanks for
dude.
having me.
WP.